So, good morning, everybody. I am going to be grading the. I don't even remember what this thing's called. It is the Tactical Assault Rifle. I am going to be grading it. Now, first up, we have base. Now, base is essentially the weapon without any attachments and when it's just by itself. Now, I gave it a 4 out of 10 just because it isn't the greatest without attachments. And personally, I think 4 out of 10 is pretty reasonable for this gun. Now, fire rate is 5 out of 10 simply because it has kind of like it's not an amazing fire rate, but it's not a terrible one either. Um, it's just too fast to be accurate at long ranges, which I have a bit of a problem with because this is an assault rifle and it just feels too fast to be like effective at a very long range, which it should be. Genuinely, that's my thoughts. It is pretty okay for spam fire, but now the problem is bullet drop. This is what really hurts the gun in a lot of the categories, is just how bad the bullet drop is. Like, now while the bullet drop is manageable, it's just too much to be really good for any medium distance combat. Now the bullet spread is also pretty terrible. I don't know why, but it just does not get shots whatsoever. Like, I'm even using a scope here, and it's not hitting me. So its bullet spread is just pretty bad, which is really disappointing because I love this gun. Now the recoil is also pretty bad, especially when without attachments, because it's kicking all over the place. No matter what attachments you put on it, it kind of kicks all over the place. So that's just one of the main problems, is the fact that it's really hard to control. Now this is at a medium distance, so its recoil isn't terrible. Now its reload is genuinely pretty fast, which is really nice. That's what kind of makes this a decent spam weapon. Is just because it's got a pretty solid reload. Now the range drop off is pretty bad because you can see I'm barely at any range, and it 2 shots, like that's not great. Like 13 damage for that little distance. I just hit 19, and he's at very close distance. Like the problem is, it just doesn't do enough damage to be considered a good assault rifle, and I think that's part of the problem. Now, in this example, I'm obviously not at a very long distance, which is a problem because it just, even at close range, it doesn't do really enough damage. Now, damage to enemies isn't too bad. Like, collectively, it's not terrible. Now, that kind of does contradict the things I just said about it, but the damage to structures is also pretty good. Like, fully. It's alright. I mean, it does take down brick and wood pretty well. Not so good against metal, but then again, we don't have anything really in the metal department anyway, which is really sad. Now, versatility, as you can see throughout this video, it's not great for close range, it's not amazing for middle range, and you can see the bullet drop on this just sucks. So the versatility brings this down quite a bit too. Just overall, it's a pretty fun gun to use. I'm just really sad. I'm just sad they removed the, like, change it so much. And also, that's a victory royale. So I will see you guys after, well, make sure to like and subscribe. I gotta start writing scripts for these things. My brain is way too full with information. And coming up is the final score on this. Now, honestly, it's kind of lacking compared to the last 2 videos, but I'm really glad I'm back to making content. And if you guys have enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. And let's hit 500 before the end of the year. Have a good day.